Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we have a 6-game NBA slate. We do have quite a bit of injuries today, but we do, and some questionable tags, but we do have a lot of guys already out, so that will make our lineup choices pretty easy, at least from a core play perspective. Before we get started, can you guys smash that like and subscribe button? Let's go and get an injury report here. For the Celtics, Grant Williams is questionable. For the Wizards, Beal, Kuzma, and Gafford are out. For the Cavaliers, Allen, Okoro, and Nito are out. Allen and Okoro are questionable and Nito are out. Heat, Butler is questionable. For the Raptors, Trent Jr. is questionable. For the Hornets, Ball, Rozier, and Mark Williams are out. Hayward is doubtful, and Oubre is questionable. For the Thunder, Shea Alexander's out. Kenrich Williams is out. For the Grizzlies, Morant is doubtful. Adams and Clark are out. For the Pelicans, Zion and Alvarado are out. And for the Warriors, Wiggins is out. So with that said, we have some good plays here. I only have a few that I really like today, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Desmond Bane from Memphis. Assuming that it looks like John Morant will not play today, he's going to have some nice upside. His price has come down a little bit from its high in the mid-8,000s while Durant was out, so I look for him to be a great play on the slate and a nice plus matchup here against Orlando. Then we're going to look at Jalen Williams from Oklahoma City. He has some nice upside here with Shea Alexander out and other guys missing. They look like they have a really good upside here on the slate for the Thunder against Charlotte, and he has some good utility. His price has also come down a little bit from its peak in the being over 7,000. But with him out, with Shea Alexander out, he looks great. Same with Lou Dort. He also has some nice upside with Shea Alexander out. And his price has also come down a little bit from its peak for when he was out for a few games before, so I look for him to be in a good spot here to have a 30 fantasy point game. Then we're going to look at Tyus Jones. Now his price is not as reduced as it normally is, but it's just mostly because John Morant's only played a handful of games since whenever Tyus was starting every game for a little while. And so I look for him to bounce up here and have a big fantasy game. His price is cheap enough to make him worthwhile here, but he does have a little bit of risk because he's not minimum price like he sometimes is when he gets in the situation. Nick Richards for Charlotte, also price has come down a little bit, which is nice here. He had a couple floor games last week, but I expect him to have some big games this week, especially against Oklahoma City, who doesn't really have anybody that's going to try to stop him. He should have double-double potential in this game, as long as he stays out of foul trouble, which he should be able to. He'll play good minutes and have a good fantasy output game. Then we're going to look at Isaiah Joe for Oklahoma City as well. He also has some nice upside on the slate, especially with Shea Alexander out, and he looks to have another 30 fantasy point game. He's had pretty good games most of the season whenever Shea's been out, so I look for him to have another good opportunity here. With that said, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below, and have a nice day, guys.